I use the word rationalism in two senses in this book. One, the basic position of the textbook, which is that of Cornelius Van Til, that the only true rationality is that rationality which perceives all truth through biblical revelation. Christian rationalism, if I might use that term, does not mean the mind of man can achieve truth, but it does mean that the mind of man, the believing, regenerate mind of man, may approach truth as it is in the universe, as it is concerning God, through God's revelation, so that you and I, with regenerate minds, are in a process of knowing God. The rationalism on page 53, I took from the historical point of view. All history of philosophy divide modern philosophy in this period into rationalism and empiricism. The rationalism of Descartes and Spinoza and Leibniz is that philosophical position which holds that all truth resides in the human mind in the form of innate ideas, and that the human mind has all the necessary apparatus to achieve truth without reference to the senses. For instance, Descartes held that the senses only confuse you. That I might see an orange sweater on you, Dwight, and a blue shirt, but I have no way of knowing that that is orange. And my idea of orange is from an innate idea, rather than from seeing an orange sweater. Descartes would say there's no way to test what you hear except by what you hear. How do you know what you hear is right? You have no way to test what you see but what you see. So how do you know what you see is correct? Now, the empiricism is what we call sensate, sometimes called sensate learning, which in brief is this: all you learn is learning through your senses, and you don't learn any other way. The almost unbounded optimism of the Enlightenment. The mind of enlightenment now had found a new source of authority in a new deity which had created for itself. New deity was natural law. Its prophets were Copernicus, Galileo, Kepler, Newton, and others. In fact, note this: the scientist had become the new high priest. The test tube, the microscope, the telescope, and mathematics were the source of this new revelation. The new temple was the emerging scientific laboratory. Man would worship God in the scientific laboratory. The high priesthood would gather around the test tube, around the microscope, around the telescope, and would make pronouncements about the Most High because of what it could achieve and find and see. The new infallible rule of faith and practice was the law of nature, natural law. And if you followed natural law, you would have a new millennium. It would arrive shortly through the achievement of its high priest.